Welcome into Cozy's Ghost Adventures. Today I'm going to tell you guys a story about a family that lived in an old white house perched on a golf course. The old white house on the edge of the family's sprawling golf course had always felt off. Even in the daytime, it had stood there for generations. Its faded paint and creaky windows hid secrets beneath the surface. The Bennett family moved in with their father, a golf course designer. He had built it thinking it was the perfect home. Becky, their babysitter, always noticed strange things when the parents went out for the evening. Lights would be flickering in the corners of the rooms, whispers just out of earshot. Becky would just brush it off, telling herself it was just the wind or old house noises. But then there was William. That's right. William was the ghost of a boy no one had ever seen before, except for the Bennetts. He was a small, pale figure, always in the shadows, wearing a tattered school uniform. At nighttime, he'd appear in the corner of rooms, frequently, just watching with sad eyes that followed you wherever you went. On one evening, when the parents were out and Becky was watching the kids, she noticed a strange noise from outside. There was a soft tapping on the window. And when she looked out, there was nothing there. The tapping continued. Got a little louder, and more insistent. Becky turned back to the kids, but they were huddled together, whispering about someone they called Bad Neil. Big Bad Neil. He was a bald-headed son of a bitch. Big Bad Neil. Bad Neil was a family friend who, for some reason, no one ever seemed to talk about much. He would show up late at night, half drunk, sometimes yelling at the house, or laughing manically. He always seemed to be just a little off. He would even give the kids cigarettes when they were underage. From my understanding, back in the day, Big Bad Neil. Yeah. He'd tell strange rambling stories, and sometimes when the parents weren't looking, he'd grab the air as if reaching for something invisible. There's a spirit on the golf course, Bad Neil would say, and it doesn't like visitors. But one night, when Becky looked out the window, she saw it. A large figure standing on the golf course, bathed in the moonlight. It was tall, unnaturally tall, with a hooded cloak that billowed in the wind. His face was hidden in the darkness. A chilling chill filled the air. You like that double state? Chilling chill. Chilling chill filled the air, the kind that made her heart race. Just as she turned to close the blinds, she heard a whisper right behind her. Don't go out there. William's waiting. It was William's voice. Panic flooded her, and when she turned, the room was empty, except for the faint echo of footsteps fading into the walls. The haunting outside seemed to grow stronger with each night. The kids were terrified. But it wasn't until one night, when Big Bad Neil had come over once again, that everything unraveled. He stood on the porch, shouting into the night, "Get out of here, you thing!" Before he suddenly fell silent. Becky rushed to the door, but by the time she had opened it, Big Bad Neil was gone, and the eerie figure on the golf course was now walking towards the house. In the quiet of the night, Becky could hear William's soft laughter right behind her. The sound like a child's voice mixed with something older and darker. And the figure outside, now standing just beyond the yard, by the gates, began to move toward the house at a terrifying pace. The family had moved shortly after that experience. But Becky could never forget the night she looked back and saw William standing at the window, his eyes filled with sorrow and warning. The end. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want more stories, comment down below. See you guys later. Bye.